Genoa 200, McCann, Green, Wargo, Lien, the quarterback, Hansen, fullback, Morton, Tail, Weir, O'Brien, and Baggett. And, of course, we probably won't see a whole lot of Hansen in the backfield tonight. He'll work out of the slot spot. This is Morton on 1st and 5. He'll be just short of the first down and a flag down on the play. Dinny Hansen leading the tacklers for Gonzaga Prep with help from Skip Slavin.
Slavin and Stillian, those defensive ends, they stand up. Sometimes they pass rush. Sometimes they're out on a wide receiver. It's a hold
against Ferris.
And Ferris on that play, Todd, going right after him, attacking those defensive ends.
We take a look at the Bullpup defense. Slavin at one defensive end, Hansen, Russell, and Blair. A couple of great defensive tackles, of course, in Hansen and Blair. Stillian at the other DE. Welsh and Solomon, the inside backers. Schmidt, Byrd, Gores, and Traynor flip-flopping as they do every week with Eric Malone. We'll get to start at the cornerback. This Prep defense giving up just over 138 yards per game. First time out against Ferris, they allowed just 111 yards of total offense to the Saxons. Hansen in the backfield. Lien keeping for about 3. Clancy, Welsh on the stop for the Bullpups, along with Shad, Blair.
You saw Clint Morton that time, Todd, at the top of your screen in a double wide receiver split. Remember that game where he just had almost 200 yards in receiving, and all they did was feed him with screen passes and let him go. It'll be interesting to see if maybe Ferris goes to that little bit this week.
Hansen out of the lineup. By the way, he had a good game rushing last week, 8 carries for 85 yards. Trips to the right-hand side this time for the Saxons. Second and about 8. Morton in motion. Lien, quarterback draw. Great job to stretch the defense, and Dan Lien picks up the first down. Brought down by Matt Gores and Jason Solomon as we take another look.
Well, they bring Morton in motion, Todd, to the near side. He's out of your screen right now. He's going to come up, and that's what Gonzaga was thinking, Todd. They were thinking that quick screen. Nice job by Lien to just pick it up, read the defense, and go out. And as you mentioned, they spread the defense out. There's not too many people left underneath.
Yeah, it was a 5-on-3 situation. Just the 3 linemen there for Prep find a hole, and then Lien tucked it upfield for a first down to the 43. Gain of 22 yards, or make it 12 yards, rather, on the play, and Lien will follow again and break a tackle to the 35-yard line before he finally loses his balance. We'll watch Dan Lien running again.
It's pretty simple, Todd. Ferris is winning the battle at the line of scrimmage. Watch the center, Pat McCann. He seals off his man. Lien sees that, goes right behind McCann, follows Charles Williams through the hole, and it's all Dan Lien thus far.
Great block by Hansen on Shad Blair to help open the hole. Lien's been a difference the last 4 weeks with the new rushing attack. He's averaged 56 yards a game and scored 3 touchdowns in the 4 weeks. Second and short. Morton. Fighting for the first down, will be a little bit short. Welsh and Solomon, the inside backers, along with some help from Hansen on the play.
Morton did a good job to avoid Dinny Hansen, who was in the backfield quickly. A nice move by Morton, made a quick move to his left, dashed out of the way of Hansen, just short of the first down. That's a combination you don't see much of, Todd. A team that uses 3, 4, sometimes 5 receivers, and a quarterback who can run the football.
And would you believe it if someone told you Ferris has moved the ball into Prep territory, is moving well, and hasn't thrown a pass yet? Third down and about a half yard for the Saxons. Hansen gets away from the intended tacklers as there was a bit of confusion in the backfield, and is finally brought down Jason Solomon and Chad Byrd, but it's a first down for the Saxons.
Watch Solomon and Clancy Welsh, the middle linebackers. They're going to come right up the middle thinking quarterback sneak. Good job by Hansen. He sees he's not going to pick the first down up there. Both linebackers have filled. He cuts it to the outside and picks the first down up. That's keeping your head up as you get the handoff, Todd. That's a good job of running.
Yeah. We have a timeout on the field. 7 minutes, 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. No score at Albee Stadium. Back at Albee Stadium, you see the time remaining and our score here in this quarterfinal matchup. Bullpups calling the defensive timeout. First and 10 Saxons at the Prep 25-yard line. Morton for literally no gain. A good job that time by Jason Solomon to string the play along. Also up to assist on the stop was Matt Schmidt from the cornerback position. Defensive tackle, Shawn Stillian. Call it a gain of a yard on the play.
That time they went right after Shawn Stillian at defensive end. The play didn't develop as quickly as they would have liked, and it gave Stillian enough time to string it out to the short side of the field and run it out of bounds.
Saxons again, 4 wide receivers set. Matt Norman in the lineup is up at the top of your screen. Ware in the bottom. Hansen the ball carrier. Wrapped up immediately. No, it's a Lien, excuse me. And Lien's going to take it into the end zone for the score. Well, they did a great job on the fake as Hansen was wrapped up, it looked like, by Shad Blair, and all of a sudden Dan Lien had the ball and was gone. So give Lien credit on the keeper, and 0 for 1 here and 0 for 1 in the replay department as well, as Dan Lien takes it in, and the Saxons are on top of the Bullpups, and for the first time this season, Gonzaga Prep is trailing a GSL opponent.
A lot of people think that play action, the key is the quarterback's motion. It's not. It's the fake tailbacks, and Hansen did a great job, Todd, of doubling up over as if he had the ball and diving right into the line. Hey, not only fooled you, not only fooled me, it fooled the entire G-Prep defense.
Doug Birdtail, 21 for 22 in point after touchdowns now, and the Saxons, without attempting a pass, go 57 yards for the touchdown drive. 6:41 to play here in the first quarter, and it's awfully quiet on the blue-coated side of the field as Ferris takes a 7-0 lead over Gonzaga Prep.
Boy, this is really strange, Todd. I mean, G-Prep comes out, their defense or their offense doesn't move the football. It's 3 downs and out, and suddenly here's Ferris, who's been throwing the ball most of the season. They run the football right down the field, 57 yards for the score, and most of it coming from Dan Lien.
And the Saxons have scored more in 5 minutes and 19 seconds than they did in 4 quarters of football the last time against Prep. So we're definitely going to have a different ball game.
And definitely a different Ferris team tonight.
Bullpups, of course, trailed Kennewick at one point before rallying to win that game 31-28. Birdtail's kick in the end zone once again. And the Bullpups will start once again at the 20-yard line.
Hey, there's no wind at this stadium right now, Todd. He's put 2 balls out through the end zone. There's a slight breeze actually going into his face.
Yeah, the wind does not affect Birdtail much. Last week in the Tri-Cities, his 53-yard field goal attempt was into the wind and fell about 2 feet short. He has a great leg, as you see the drive for the Saxons.
Lien with 47 of those yards in 4 carries. The 24-yarder for the touchdown.
So the Bullpups trailing. Valley is split to the bottom of the screen. Branson met solidly after about a yard gain. Joe Green leading the tacklers along with Wargo, and Baggett coming up from the defensive secondary to assist.
Ferris defense is fired up right now, Todd. They are really winning the war in the trenches. Wargo, Green, and Williams.
Branson shaken up after the play, comes out of the ball game, and John Marsh will come in. Remember, Branson got smacked against Kennewick a week ago on a good open field tackle, was shaken up, came back in later in that contest, and John Marsh will now spell him again at the left halfback position. Marsh with a touchdown last week. Peterson looking for Carpenter. 3 men on him as the ball is overthrown. Valley was also a little bit further with single coverage. 3 defenders on top of Chris Carpenter as the play goes incomplete.
And decent pressure on Graham Peterson. Todd, what Ferris's defensive line is doing right now, that front 3 of Green, Williams, and Wargo, they are bunching up over the center, Steve Schmutz. They're right over the center and the 2 guards rather than spread those 2 guys, Green and Wargo, out on the tackles. You watch them, see if they do it this next play. They're all bunched up right over the center.
3rd and 8.
And they spread out now.
That's Marsh in motion. Peterson looking for Marsh, and it's short, incomplete. Joe Baggett and Bruce Backlund were there as Marsh was apparently open down the sideline, but Graham Peterson unable to get the ball to him. And the Bullpups are looking at another punting situation.
And this is a situation that this team hasn't been in all year. I mean, here they are down in a football game. Nothing has worked offensively.